It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Trey McBride. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Cards and the Niners. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage was tight from Jalen Thompson. 2nd and 10. Now you look at this defense. Well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Purdy now to throw off the play action. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Man open, here's Jones. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Zay Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really
good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Purdy from the gun. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd and 3. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. And throwing here, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The numbers from McBride a week ago. 5 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, it's Benson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
To throw is Murray. Jones has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Purdy. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
This is taken at the 23. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They run over center with Benson. Shoves him away. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Shotgun now for Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals had 3 and 9 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
14 yards that time for number 14. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Murray going to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zay Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
An extra point try now for Moody. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That's complete to Pearsall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Purdy will look to throw again here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wisnowski to punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's 2nd and 7. A final shot before half from Murray. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. On third down, here's Benson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On play action, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Murray now. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Murray. This complete to Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It'll be Murray on the keeper. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones, 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Ryland on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. In motion right is Wilson. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing now is Murray. Complete to Jones. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw is Murray. That is caught, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Hey, check, hey, kill, hey, kill, hey, kill, got.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Ball start. Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Second and 14. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now Moody for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Running right on the option is Murray. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. To throw, it's Murray. The left side completion to Jones. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive,
It matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Pass caught by Pearsall. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Purdy. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Purdy now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd down and a yard. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Purdy from the gun. Flushed out right. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Purdy to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. 2nd and 11 now. A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business, not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for the Cardinals, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.